Hello, members of the vinyl community. Tony P. coming at you from the basement, the nether regions. I don't know if I should say nether regions, huh? Forget I said that, because I don't edit. From the basement, La Casa de Perla, La Hacienda, the Ponderosa, almost like I'm living in a rainforest. I think the month of May, I think we had 2 days where it was completely sunny and no rain. It's like pouring here. I mean, it was raining so hard today, it was raining cats and dogs. And how I know? I stepped in a poodle. I'm sorry. That was the worst. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Those are old dad jokes, teacher jokes. What can I tell you? This video, you're probably wondering why I'm here. This video is a continuation of a thread. I saw it the other day on Randall Weaver's channel. If you don't subscribe to Randall Weaver, please do so. I'll put a link down below. Great channel. A lot of music. Guy does a great job with the vinyl community and music. Knows his stuff. He was promoting a thread by Tom Burton. I think his name's Tom Burton. Tom Burton, Musical Adventures of Tom Burton. That's his channel. If you don't subscribe, please do so for him. And it's a very easy thread. It's a very good thread. And it's probably been done a couple of times, but that's okay. You know, in the vinyl community, we're repeat offenders. Recidivists, so to speak. But that's okay. We should be. We like our music. We should promote it. He wanted us to show 5 debut albums from bands that had 2 or 3 more albums. Okay, so, you know, not just the one-hit wonders. He wanted a couple that have been around. So I'm going to do that. One might be questionable as a debut. And I'll leave this up to you, and you can determine whether you consider this a debut or not. Yeah, and we'll go from there. My first one is Lynyrd Skynyrd, pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd. And, of course, you know this is the one, of course, has Freebird on it. If you don't have any of the Lynyrd Skynyrd albums, please get this one. That's the back of it. Lynyrd Skynyrd Cigarettes, I guess, there. And that's the song genre. This is the one, of course, with Freebird. But for a debut album, this is probably one of the most perfect albums there is. If you really like Southern rock, band based out of Florida, I believe. Al Cooper produced this. Now this one's on MCA Records. I don't know if this is a first press or a club edition. I don't know. But there's so many wonderful songs on here. I Ain't the One, Tuesday's Gone, Give Me 3 Steps, Give Me 3 Steps, you know, Simple Man, Things Going On, Mississippi Kid, Poison Whiskey, and of course the ultimate Freebird. You don't hear too much about Lynyrd Skynyrd in the vinyl community, do you? Like Lynyrd Skynyrd. We don't talk about him too much. Probably on occasion we do. Of course, again, if you never had Lynyrd Skynyrd, that's the one you probably want. I like all their albums, but that's probably the one that I like the most. Now, this is the one in question. Now, this is the Chambers Brothers. Now, this is their first studio album, debut studio album. Now, they say there's a live album that was put out in '67 prior to this one. I have never seen it, nor have I heard it. If you know of it or have it, I will beg your apologies for making this one the debut album but I'm going to go with it being the debut album so far because I really like this album too. The Chambers Brothers, of course, I believe two are alive. I want to say Willie and George, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. That's them on the back. That's Brian Keenan. He has since passed away. I think he was the first one to pass away out of the band. And this was essentially one of the first, I think 66, 67 it came out, one of the first blending of psychedelic music, soul, blues, gospel, all those into this. If you don't have this in your repertoire, you're not a collector. I don't care. Oh, I'm kidding. Don't get mad at me and start commenting. Don't do that. Get your hands off the keyboard. Hands off the keyboard. But this is excellent. This, of course, Time Has Come. I think it's 11 minutes. Somewhere around there, 11 minutes. That's a wonderful song. I love it. Well, the whole album is good. If you get a chance, Chambers Brothers, Time Has Come. It's a wonderful album. Not a lot of people show this one too. This one, Country Joe McDonald, Country Joe and the Fish. Now I'm sure as soon as I say Country Joe McDonald, you're probably saying, "Oh, I remember him from Woodstock." Yeah, that was him. A lot of protest songs. Did he not do the Vietnam song? What am I fighting for? I don't give a damn. Next up is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Oh, I ain't got time to whoop it, to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all going to die. Mothers, be the first one on your block to have your son come home in a box. Protest song. Country Joe McDonald and the Fish. The Fish was Barry Melton. Now, what I found really interesting about this band is that they started off as a folk jug band with Barry Melton and Country Joe going to see the Jefferson Airplane and the Paul Butterfield Blues Band back in the 60s in L.A. And they went from folk to electric. Okay. And this is their debut album. And Country Joe, they promoted, political things, a little bit of drug use. One of probably the first bands to really come out of San Francisco, Mazzy, as a psych band. I know he promotes Jefferson's Airplane as one, but I think Country Joe would give them a run for their money. But yeah, Country Joe and Barry Melton. Barry Melton was the Fish. Chicken Hirsch was on drums. I just thought I'd toss that out there. Chicken Joe on drums. Bruce Barthol on bass and harmonica. Should I be confused with the harmonica? Sorry, I went to Adam Sandler there for a minute. David Cohen, Barry Melton, Joe McDonald, Country Joe McDonald, and Fish. That's another great album. If you don't have something that belongs to Country Joe. Great album, Country Joe and the Fish. Next one, Uriah Heep. Uriah Heep. Now this is their debut album. If you look up the debut album for this one, you're not going to see this cover. This is the America version of their debut album. So, when you pull out an album that you haven't heard in a while, and you realize how really, really, really good an album is. This is Uriah Heep. I think it's called, there is a name to it, even though it says Uriah Heep on it. I think in England, the English version is called Evie and something else. Evie and something. I can't remember what the exact title was. Maybe it'll say on the album itself. I will tell you in 3 shakes of a lamb's tail. It doesn't say anything on the inside, but I think the British gave it, the British version has an actual name. No, it's just called Uriah Heep. I'll have to look it up. I think the British version had a name to it. But that's another perfect debut album. It's a perfect album. If you have Uriah Heep, you might want to find that one. Last but not least, I think I've showed this one once before, and this was in a shrink. And I got this at a thrift shop for $1. This is Journey. And if you know anything about Journey, Journey was made up of people from Santana, Steve Miller, and Frumious Bandersnatch, which was a band I think lasted for 3 albums or 2 albums. I have none of their stuff, so I'm not going to show their debut album. But this is not like the Journey you think of from the late 70s into the 80s, okay, with Steve Perry. This was, and I might say bluesy rock. And it again, another good debut album, Journey. And I don't know if this is 1974 or 75. I don't think it had a hit, but this would have been considered at that time progressive rock. But I think those are 5 of the debut albums from some rock to answer for Randall Weaver and for Tom Burton. I would like to thank those people who subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm thinking about a contest here. I to get me in the near future to get a little bit closer to 1,000. I'm going to try anyway. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. But that's it. That's my 5. Again, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you to my subs. Please, members of the vinyl community, go sub one another. Watch channels. Prolong this. Some people are leaving the VC or just not doing it anymore. Get them back. Call them back. Ask them to come back into the VC. We need them. We cherish them. Thank you. God bless you. Good night. May all your records be flat. May your stylus run true. And whoop-de-doo for your Subaru. Ciao.